Hey, this is Michael at NCY Store. Yeah, we finally got a chance to get this mounted here on it. And we noticed that when we drilled a hole from the M6 bolt to fit through here to now M8 bolt, these are a little bit bigger than the original bolt that was on there. You can see here the original bolts again. We found out when we drilled it, we took like a large drill bit like this right here. It had the head here. There we go. This is the head that we use to drill it on there. The head originally in there was like maybe this size for the nut. You can see here, this is the actual bigger one that we had to use. Much more bigger in diameter. Maybe you can see it better. If I put these two together, you can see how much more we went from M6 to M8, and so we need to get a little bigger one, a little bit bigger, because it needs to fit in there. It fit in there pretty good. It's not like loose or nothing, so it's like a little bit snug too, so which is perfect for us. But these were the original bolts that were in here. So we didn't have to use that bolt size anymore. Actually, what we did was we took the original bolts and we actually moved it to the other one. So we actually made it a little differently. So what we did was we took the original smaller bolts and we actually moved it into the second level here, the hard plastic, to the original plastic that came with the scooter. So you can see it maybe slightly. See a little Allen. See if I can get a clear shot here. A little Allen head. Let me see if I can see another one clearly here. There you go. See that Allen head right there? So we took that little smaller M6 bolt and we used it to mount this one. Now we put a washer in between. Be careful if you're going to do this. Always use a washer. I learned my lesson because one time this whole back here spun right off. The vibration just knocked the screw loose. So washers and lock nut is your friend. So you can see here there's a washer in the bottom here that holds the plastic from one side, and then there's a fatter washer here. I guess you call it the fast washer or fastener washers or something like that. Penny washers. These ones right here. Let's see if I can get it real quick here. There we go. Use these washers right here. Yeah, those are the one that did the trick for me. I still use some of these regular ones right here. And I use one of these big ones right here. But you want to make sure the hole size actually gives you enough. So it gives you a little bit more surface support. Because when you're bolting down plastic onto aluminum and it has that much kind of pressure, you want to make sure the vibration alone, the lock washer, is going to hold it in. So you notice here how I put a lock washer underneath each one. So here we go. There's a lock washer here, and then there's a lock nut right here. So there's a lock washer there. So the vibration, and this also spins too. If someone wants to take it, on the other end, it's just pretty much an Allen bolt with a washer on top. So when someone try to move this, they're going to need to lock that Allen bolt down in order for it to move it. In order to get into the Allen bolt, they need to remove the second level. And the second level is the same way. There's an Allen bolt going underneath it. Now, this thing right here is held by a couple of Phillips small screw. You can see there. There's about 4 of them. So that means they have to actually take off the gibby case first, which if they can. They have to take off the gibby case, get 4 screws and locate the first Allen bolt level, hold that down to be able to unloosen this plate here off of the original plate. And then this original plate here, once they get to it, they have to put an Allen bolt lock on like this in order to actually get these guys from not spinning just spinning freely, so they can't get this out. Now I designed this to also make, I didn't design this, but I designed it to also, this one spins too, so you can actually adjust it. See there? The whole bolt actually moves with it, not just this part. So let me go ahead and put this back to straight. So I'll try and get it to align like this perfectly. There we go. And what we're going to do is have a little bit more support for our gibby case. That's the whole purpose of building this. So I'm going to try to give you an angle here where you can see. Let's see here. I'm going to turn it. Now this whole 2 piece is going to come here and they're going to join like right there. And it looks pretty nice actually. The silver matches some of the silver parts here too. So probably leave it raw aluminum. Okay, so here we go. This is the bolt that's on there right now. And unfortunately these bolts here, I'm going to screw them off so you can see it. So they're going to come like this. They're going to meet, they're going to go in here. Unfortunately this is also an M6 bolts, which when we take out, you can see how smaller it is compared to this one, which we need to take out and actually feed this guy in there. So we'll probably need to re-tap this make a bigger thread from M6 to M8 also on this end. But we're going to try and use this original bolt that came with it. It came with short bolts, which is perfect because I can't get any screw in here. I'm not even sure if I can get my Allen wrench in here, to be honest with you. Maybe there's a little smaller Allen wrench that can go from here to here. So what we're going to do is we're going to feed this guy here into here, re-tap this, and make a larger thread so the M8 can actually fit in there. And I believe this is, unfortunately, this thread size is actually a little, I guess maybe something different than this one, because I couldn't actually force, even though they're the same M8 thread size, but the thread size, I mean, they're the same M8 bolt, but they're not the same thread size. So I had to re-thread this. Since it was soft aluminum, I forced it in there, and then it's really snug. Okay, so let me go ahead and try to remove this so I can show you what I mean here, this bolt here. Actually, I have another packet here, actually. It'd be easier to see it when it's already open. But this is how short they are. They come with a set of 4 of them, right? It's supposed to get one from the top and one from the bottom. So I just use these longer threads here, longer Allen ones here to put these in, because you can't put them in from inside. There's no way of opening this. So you can only get it from outside going inward. So here we go. I'm going to open these up right here. You can see what I'm talking about. Let me go and get this open. There you go. This is one more here. We'll leave it down. But yeah, these are how they look like right there. So our idea is to get this guy, focus on that one, get this guy to come replace this little bolt here, but we're not driving it in this way because we can't, because there's no opening here for us to drive it in. So we have to come in out from the back. So you can see how much room I have. So I might actually even go with some bolts, who knows, because I don't think I can get an Allen wrench in there, but I can get a wrench, you know, to maybe tight it in there. But we'll see. I mean, and then another challenge we have is this little block here. We need to stretch it out or widen it. I'm sure I'm going to put some stress level here. This might even break off if I do that. So we'll see. That, or we need to probably shave this, some aluminum off here very thin. But I just don't want to put any dinks on this one. So we'll see what we have to do. Again, this won't go all the way in. And you can adjust it too. So we're going to adjust it when we need to. Let me get shorter here. Oh wait, it's funny because this is going long ways. Okay. This bolt gets tighter. There we go. This might be the level. Oh, even shorter. So we'll keep spinning this shorter. Or when I'm spinning this shorter, this one's reverse thread, so I actually have to go righty-tighty in order to get shorter. This one has lefty. So they do that purposely, I think. So here we go. Shorter, huh? Wow. That's good. That means more threads coming in here, more secure and more firm. So let me go ahead and get this guy in. No, this one's going forward. This one's left to go in, and this one's right to go in, righty-tighty. So let me go back this out a little bit. So you could stop it with the nut here. Okay. Yeah, we're going to probably work on getting the CDI binging to work with our remote starter. It might be the situation. So let me go ahead and get this something here to get this guy popped out. So I can do that right now. That way you can see a little bit more what's going to be coming. See there, the little threads coming out. They're not that long. Okay, so this is going to swing. You can see here, oh well, now it's short again. So this is it. We're going to go ahead and try to, let's see if I can move this down a little bit. There we go. Adjusting this. Maybe this is it. No, now it's getting back to short again. So I guess without that little bolt, it does get. Okay. That's what's great about this. You can extend it. I think this is almost at its last end, so we better not extend this too much more. We have to probably put this little guy in there more, and then maybe we can extend this guy somewhat more. Okay, route this guy back. Yeah, these are great. It seems like all these companies here that makes these things are from California. I think this is a California-based company too. I think Rancho Cordova was it? Same as the CRG brand that came from California for the mirrors, the side mirrors. Yeah, this will probably go in. So now you can see here, I have to lift it up some more now. So let's see, I think they both look like they're even thread now. Maybe this can go a little bit more in. So we'll twist this off a little bit so we can drive it in more. Oh, I'm not driving in more, I'm actually... Am I driving it in more? Or am I reversing? Oh, this thing's spinning with it. That's probably the reason. Okay, so let me see if I can hold this in place, drive it in. I need two hands to do all this. Okay, leave this alone up here. This one needs to drive in more. Did it get tight? Or will it get tight? I think it does get tight, actually. Okay, and then... Yeah, so this one right here, that's perfect. We're gonna go and force this, well, we're gonna just take it out. So let's do that. Let's take it out and see how much thread we need. Also, we have to tap our brakes too. I'm gonna start disassembling this. And another thing is maybe we can actually see which one is actually triggering this wire here. So we can actually probably wire it accordingly to maybe the blue wire we can connect to here or not. But right now the blue wire is connected to the brake lever wires, which trigger the solenoid wires here. So that means that blue wire is just triggering one of the brake levers, which we tapped into. Is the same continuity on all two of them. If you tap into one, this is actually the same almost in both. So what we're going to do now is we're going to take this off. And the order we're using to take this off is, if you look at it, our mirrors. Let's see, I might get this mirror to posture right. I also have to put some blue Loctite here, or even some red one. We'll see. Now this one's stabilized by the mount. But if you look at it, see, this is the back road area, right? And if you're sitting this level, say you're sitting this level. Let's see, I'm going to sit on it, and you can see eye level here, what I'm seeing. Okay, so this is what you're seeing here in front of the scooter, right? So you look it over to the mirror, and what do you see? Your arm, really, right? If I push now, this thing has a little bit of flexibility. It moves back, but it doesn't lock in because, again, there's a little pin that actually locks into the bar frame here that we need to actually re-drill another one over. So right now it's locked in a teeth, one little small pin teeth that we need to probably, you know, unlock back and then put somewhere here. And or to unlock it, you have to remove the whole, you know, clamshell. But you can look at here, see if I tilt this upward, I might get an exact shot. But if you look at it, I can't see nothing still. The reason why, this mirror here that they position, including here the level for seeing thing, when you have your cover here back on, it covers like right there and gives you a little loop here. And that's not going to work. You can look here. Can you see the back of the road, even though it's not shining reflection? Now this is actually going lower, but this is where most people's eye level is, right there. See? So you're looking at this, right? While I'm looking at it, this is all I see. You know, if I push it back a little bit, it might help, and I think it will help because same thing with this one. Yeah, this is not safe. I cannot use these mirrors for nothing. I mean, literally, you know, unless you're laying flat on your, you know, on your stomach riding your scooter, and then you could possibly use these mirrors for that reason. But other than that, they are worthless. So lucky I have the bar end mirrors, which I can adjust upward. That way I can see the reflection going from behind me, you know, the roads and stuff like that. So yeah, this definitely needs to be moved out. We got to take care of this for safety. This is definitely not going to work. I mean, it's jittering too. So we need to actually get out of there, drill a smaller hole, which perfect locks into this. And the same thing with this one too. We'll have to open this all up. And they're not that hard to open. I mean, it just takes like 2 Phillips here to hold it. 1, 2. And that's it. This one thing will move. And then this whole brace here is for the brake lever. We'll take a, you know, 8mm bolt to remove those two guys right there. And then that should be removed as well. So for right now, let's take out that bolt there, what we see. And I believe it's it looks like maybe a 10mm. 11mm. Okay, so our task today is mounting that back strut brace for the Gibby case, and also fixing our, you know, relocating our controllers on our handlebars and our mirrors. So that will be our task today. Here goes 12mm socket. Don't need that. I think this might be it. Yep, 10mm right here. We don't need the extension that long. So, now we need our wrench driver. There we go. Put that guy in there. Okay, let's go and take out that bolt here. We can also take this whole thing off, but I figured we can use it to, I can use it inside. We can use it to mount, let's just do it. Lefty loosey. There we go. We can use it to hold it in place while we drill it. So I'll keep one in there. That way this is perfectly aligned. So if I'm going to tap it and try to get a bigger drill bit in there, like you know, I'm going to try to tap it, maybe even use the thread of it. I really don't have to. I could just put a washer here, and like I did with this one. I didn't, you know, make the aluminum, so I can actually use this to have a grip on the thread. The reason why I didn't want that anyway, because if someone was to take this, they can spin it off because the threads actually lock into aluminum. So right now, if they can't get into the aluminum, because this is free, it's, you know, it's perfect enough slack here because there's Allen on there. If they spin this, the Allen bolt will spin with the washer, and everything will just spin accordingly. Now, it's not going to vibrate and spin off because you have a lock washer here. That lock washer puts pressure on this stud right here from not vibrating off. That's what's the job of the lock washer, is compacting it. It's forcing that washer here to, you know, just grip on the teeth here, you know, sort of a vertical position force, and that causes it from not spinning off. But it could spin easily, just all of it all around, but won't spin freely. So let me go ahead and continue on, get this guy off. Should have got my extension, huh? Anyway, it's coming off. Twirl by hand, little by little. Okay, so you can see here, I could probably take this to the hardware store and tell them I need something to rethread this size, because I don't have a rethread tool right now. I have to go to maybe a Home Depot or Lowe's. Let's see. You can see there. You can see the bolt sizes here. Totally different, huh? This is definitely bigger. So this is considered probably an M6, to be honest with you. It just has an M8. It's an M6 with an 8mm nut driver. I'm sorry, 10mm nut driver. So M6 with an 8mm, I mean a 10mm nut driver. And this is the Allen with a definitely an M8 bolt. So M8 threads, and not thread size, but M8 bolt. So we gotta get this guy here. So you can see here the threads. That's right there. Yep, that's what we're gonna work with. We're gonna try to take this guy, coming from the other side though, like back like this. But we're just gonna show you how big a thread it is that I can't even put it in there if I wanted to. That I can almost get some teeth in here actually. Look, almost, but it's not really gonna. I could now. I'll strip this though. I drive this forcefully in there. It'll defeat the purpose because I need the thread to stay good, because again, this side right here needs to be fed back into it. But I definitely want to keep this thread here because I guess it might be a good support structure. So we'll see. So I need to get my screwdriver or Allen socket back here and screw that in there. So that's what we're going to work on today. I hope that I can share that with you after it's done. Again, I'm going to take this off right here so you can see it now. Let's go and take this controller off here. I don't see a lot of videos on actually showing people how to relocate their controllers. I guess everything is always perfect and fine, but the way this is designed, literally you have to put your stomach laying here, almost like you're surfing, and then hold this here to drive, and then you can use this mirror because it's so freaking low, and you can't tilt it up. There's no way to pivot it. See it? You can't pivot it up more. Oh, well, now you can. So you can't really use that to pivot it up more like this to be able to see it, because it's just the way it's positioned is just so down. So let's see here. See that right there? That's your highest point, and even then you can't really. Now it's like facing the ceiling. You can't. It needs to be pushed back a little bit so you can actually go down a little bit to be able to see the road. So even if you pivot it, you tilt this up a little bit, it reflects everything on the sky and it defeats again no purpose. So now you have to be like almost 12-inch tall, sitting anyway, to be able to see this. So there's a lot of challenges on these scooters. I think we might replace almost 95% of the parts already. So you're just buying the frame really. So that's it for right now, and a nice, shell. But even then, the plastic needs to be worked on a little bit, so we're going to take care of that shortly. That'll be the last part, putting out all the shells and plastic part from it. But right now, let's take this off so I can actually show you what's in there. So I got my Phillips. Here we go. This one's a small size. Drive it in. Get some more light here for you. Yes, it's not getting the best lighting, is it? Let's see if I can hit this light switch here. We'll add on light there. We gotta plug it in. Get my 3-prong wires here. Okay, let's hit the light switch. There we go. Sorry, bring it closer. We'll latch it onto something here. Alright, so this is the best lighting I can. Maybe I can even turn it this way. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we're going to go and take this off right here, this handlebar. Find it. Oh, where was my screwdriver? There we go. Yeah, sorry, it's black. You probably can't even see what I'm doing. I think the whole purpose of showing you if you can't see it, right? I wish I could keep the light on like this right here, but maybe I can. Let me try and use this dolly here. There you go. It's good for something, huh? Let me put this back down for a second. Let me move this in position. Clamp this guy here. There we go. Easy fix. Alright, so there we go. A little bit better, not a lot. Okay, so there it goes. There's one screw here, and then there's another screw right there, which we're going to get to. Again, we'll probably replace these screws with some Allen screws if we can find the right size one for it. And we're going to actually see what's actually controlling our... Now this thing's also attached to our throttle cable and everything else, so in order to remove it, we'll have to also reset our throttle cable. And we might consider going with the PWK carb since we have all this sticking off already. So there might be something that we have to maybe change all at once. There it goes, this is the length of it. And it's a Phillips round bolt. Let's see if we can find equivalent to this. I think we might have a case of different sizes from washers. Okay. Look at that one right there. There might be a possibility to replace that one. Now, we could replace it with these Allen bolts ones. I think they look pretty nicer, but we gotta make sure that the threads and everything are almost similar. So this is the one we're gonna do, and this is the one we're probably gonna replace with. So that you just get the whole kit like this, you know what I mean? You'll know which one you're gonna really need yet. But this looked like a good match, huh? Right there. And I don't know, I'm sure the Allen bolt might weigh a little bit more because of its cheese head type. There you go. But that looks pretty nice, huh? We can replace that with that one. So, we'll see. Let's see if the thread actually goes in. Now, looking at these threads from the top here, they look pretty identical, I guess. Maybe the Allen one looks a little bit, maybe because it's newer, it looks darker. But it looks a little bit the same to me. I don't think they have any other ones. So let's try this out. Let's see if it actually goes in smoothly or not. But we'll need to get Allen size. See if this one will drive it. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can get. Let's see if this will actually drive it. This might be too small. Too small, but Allen driver. Next one bigger. Too small. Let me go and find one that might fit this Allen size one. Okay, I found one that fits it. Right there. There we go. Let's go and drive it in and see if it actually can replace this Phillips one here. Let's do it. That means I'll have to carry a whole bunch of Allen sockets in my toolbox now. That's alright. So we're going to put this in here. Make sure it's in the groove. Okay. See that right there? And let's drive it in. We'll drive it in slowly because we don't want to cross thread anything. We want to make sure it goes in smoothly. And to be honest with you, it feels good. It's just going in. Look. Doing it with two fingers. I can even do it with my pinky finger, show you how it's not much resistance. See that? Yeah, it works. Like it. Oh wow, look at that. It actually flushes perfectly where the brake is too. Look at that. Given that look, doesn't it look a little bit more like Iron Man looking? Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to call it, but just really like solid, you know, when Iron Man gets his suit put in by all the you know, mechanical hands and stuff like that. I like that. See, that looks so much more nicer, just like this part alone. And then this one, we're going to replace it also with the, not the cheese head Allen type. We're going to probably replace it with more like this one right here. Let's go and take a look at it. Not the cheese head. These are called cheese head right here. Cheese Allen heads. So let's see. I also have it in black. I guess I thought about everything, huh? I ordered exactly what I wanted. So we're probably going to replace it with these guys right here. Let's open them up. I haven't opened yet. All right. Broke the seal. There we go. Now we're going to figure out which one of these will fit it. So let's check it out. Okay, let's go. We replaced one so far, but we're going to open everything up. Again, let me get my Phillips. Always misplacing that guy. Where is he? I just took him out to, there we go. Sitting in the same slot I left him at when I looked at other things. Okay, so we're going to use a sharp screwdriver here. Go and break one of the brake bleeder master cylinder that we worked so hard to get gunmetal, which actually we didn't. We just used that gel thing. But we left it on only for a day. Any more than that, it starts becoming hard, gunk, gooey. There we go. Let's see how long this guy is. Alright, so this is, you can see here how it's a Phillips. And it has a regular run, right? So let's go and look at this area. And let's see which one matches. I think I got an idea. I think it looked like this one right here. This one might be too long. I guess we can go long or short maybe. And maybe it still has room for length. But how does this guy look? Look like an identical match to you, huh? It looks like twins. If you didn't know the head part of it was different. It's an Allen head. This one's, see this one right there. Okay, so we're gonna use this guy right here. Let's check him out. Let's put this guy back in here. And let's find the right Allen socket for this one, because this one's getting smaller. This might be that right Allen socket. Let's find out. It's not going in. Oh, it is going in. I'm not going in. We'll see. Let me station this a little bit better so I can really see if it's going in or not. Nope, it's not going in. Let me try to find the right Allen socket for that guy as well. So we got several Allen sockets here that we need to reroute. And luckily we have quite a bit of selection. This guy looks pretty small. Let's check him out. See if he fits. Let's see if Cinderella fits. Yep, Cinderella fits. There we go. Let's go and put that back in here. Look how nice that is. And then if you have the NCY, you know, brake cover, it looks so much more awesome. I put it out for right now because I need to actually do a lot of changes on this, and I don't want to keep on messing with the thread. Oh yeah, I just want to show you how it dries in. Sorry about that. It dries in smoothly. How about that? Look at that. Nice and snug too. It's almost the same thread size. Look how that, and then also it doesn't strip. I mean, you won't have the same Phillips problem anymore. Look at that. And we're going to keep this in our toolbox. Because I'm going to tighten it down, okay? Make sure, there we go. How beautiful is that compared to that? Look at that. Doesn't it look like it's just made? So there we go. That's another thing we're going to do probably for that one as well. So we got that figured out. So why don't we do this? We know we need for sure 1, 2. On this side, 3, 4. So we need 4. So pretty much a set of 4 of everything. So going back to our master here, we're going to go ahead and pull out 4. 3 more actually, because we did 1 already. There's 3 there for this guy. So that one's done. We'll put this, well, we'll just leave it here. Close him up. And for this one, we found out that this one works for it. So let's pull out, or was it this one? I think it was this one. Did we drove that all the way in yet to make sure it actually, well, I think we did, didn't we? We tightened it just to make sure. I think it looks the same. You can look at it right there. It's not going anywhere. Okay, we need to get 3 more of these guys out here. And that will replace our brake. So that's perfect. This instruction back here. Or put this toward inward so you can see a visual of it. My opposite, yeah. Opposite direction there. Perfect. There you go. Yeah. There we go. So we got all our this one. Now that one's taken care of for our brake things when we take off, when we put back in. So what I'm going to do is actually grab a hold of these. And I'm going to put them in my little area there where I usually all my tools. So you want to create a separate bin for yourself. And then also make sure these Allen wrench comes with me. Because these are the ones that's going to turn these guys over. So I'll put the Allen wrench in here. And I'll put my screws in my little compartment here to make sure I set them aside. So what I'll do is these 3 right here that are not, not so hard to find, you can just move them over, create a pin right there. So those are where the screws will be set for our brake controllers and our brake lever. So again, we got so much projects to do here. We got to get this thing taken care of. I'm going to open that up for you so you can actually see. In order to open that up, I'll need the Allen wrench. And I'll also need my Phillips again. So let me go and grab that. And let's continue on where we left off. Okay, so we put the Allen bolt in here. Now we're going to have to take it back off. And it does actually, let's see. Yeah, it's tight. It can get tight. No problem there. We'll spin the Allen. I wonder if there's like a screwdriver with a whole bunch of Allen tips. I might have to get one of those. That way I'm not using it. And also try to find one that's smaller because, again, our situation over there in the back tail. Get that one taken care of. But yeah, that looks really nice, the Allen compared to the Phillips. It just makes it look a little bit more sturdier machine, when you're using Allen bolts. Nothing's messing with Allen bolts. Okay, let's get the bottom one here. Yeah, that guy right there. Sorry, it's pitch black. You can't see it. Turn it a little bit here. You can see it. No. There you go. A little bit. You can see it, but not much. That's why I like working outside. You can see everything here. I should have just brought